Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to implement the complete quiz app project using React.js. So if you are looking for the projects for your resume, then this video is perfect for you. Because in this video, we are not going to just implement the project, but we are going to learn how to upload it to the GitHub, how to give the complete description about our project in the README file. So at the end of the video, guys, you will be having the link of your GitHub where all the source code of your working project will be available, and that link you can give in your resume. Okay, so let's implement the complete React.js project, the quiz app project from the scratch. So first thing, you have to open the VS Code, of course, then go to the file, open new folder. Okay, here in the D drive, I will create a new folder with the name React project. Now this folder I will open in my VS Code. Okay. So now you know how to create the new React app by using Vite build tool. Okay. So I will go to the file. We'll open the new terminal over here. I will close this. So we know the command to create the new React app, npm create by using the Vite build tool @ by using the latest version. App name will be quiz app. Okay. So let it create the project. So it is asking me to select the framework. So we are going to select the React framework. Next, language JavaScript. Next, change the directory to the quiz app. Next, npm install, as they have given the instructions here. Check npm install. It might take some time to install all the dependencies. And last, we have to run our project. So instead of building some hi-fi project, it's better to build some small projects if you are a beginner, guys. So don't just go with the hi-fi projects if you are a beginner. You will not understand anything from it. So build such small projects and then jump to the high-level projects. So yeah, all the dependencies got installed. Next, npm run dev. Enter. So my project is running over here. Okay, if I follow the link, I will be getting that particular output. Here you can check. Now I will minimize. We'll go quickly inside our app.jsx. Whatever is present in app.jsx, we are going to remove it. I don't want it. So Control A, delete everything. So first I'm going to create my basic React functional component, okay, which is not returning anything. So for our quiz app, we need just one component because this is beginner friendly project, okay. So I will create that component. If you want to create components folder, in that you can create. If you want to create it directly inside SRC, create it. Okay, our project, our rules. Quiz app.jsx, one component I have created. React functional component. Inside this, I'm going to write it in H1 tag. This is my quiz app. We'll save the code. Inside app.jsx, I'm going to render my quiz app like this. So you can check we have imported. In main.jsx, we will be having this style sheet. Just remove it. We will create our own style sheet. Okay. So now if you check the output, you can check quiz app is being rendered over here. Okay. So now let's go inside the quiz app. Basically in the quiz app, we will be having the questions, 4 options and next button. That's all. So those things we are going to display. First, I will give one class name for my div container. Let's say class name is quiz app, because later we have to style it as well. So at that time, we will use this class names. Inside this, you will be having one heading quiz app. Okay. Next, we are going to create one unordered list. Look here, unordered list. Inside this, you will be having 4 list items, which will hold the options of your question. Let's say the question is in H3 tag. I will give the question. What is, I will write Redux. What is Redux? Okay. Now, what is Redux? 4 options we have to give to the user. So I am telling it is state management. Okay. Next option. Inside li, I will write the next option. It is state. Randomly, I am just writing the options. Okay. Later you can fix it. It is a part of HTML, I will write. And my last option is none. Li, I will write it here, none. Nothing is there. We'll save the code. Okay, let's see the output now. See, it is displaying the question and 4 options. Now user will click on the option to select the correct option. Okay. Now after selecting the correct option, user should able to move to the next question. So we need next button over here. So I'm going to take one button tag. On this button, we will just write next. Okay. So let's see our button. See, this is your button. Along with that, I want to display one message to the user also. Inside H6 tag, I will write, let's say question 1 out of 10 questions. As of now, static data I have given, later we will change it. See, question 1 out of 10. So our structure is ready, guys. But what do you think? Manually, will you give each question like this? If 100 questions are there into your quiz app, so 100 questions, H3 tag, UL tag, LI tag, 100 times will you repeat? No, that labor work, we don't want to do it. So let's do some smart work. So inside SRC, we will create one new file with the name data.js, where we are going to wrap the complete data which is required for our project. Okay, but how? As an array we will store. So I'm going to write it here, export this data. Okay, what is the data name? Const, either of the keyword we have to use while declaring the variables. Data is equal to, this is my array. Now in this array, all the 100 questions, 200 questions, whatever is required for your project, for your quiz app, we will store inside the array. Inside this array, at 0th index value, you will be having one key value pair like this. First index value, one more key value pair. Third index value, one more, and so on. If you have 10 questions, 10 key value pairs, you will be having like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Next 8, next 9, and 10. Okay, understood. But in each key value pair, what we are going to write? Let's understand. 10 we will implement later. Let's first implement the first question. Okay. See here, this is the first question inside this. Inside this, we will give the key is question. What is the question? In string value, I will give the question. Question is, what is Redux? Redux. Okay, question mark. Now, what are the options? I will give here option 1. Okay, what is the option 1? It is state management. I'm repeating again, it is state management. Okay, what is option 2? I will write option 2. Here I have not given the comma, so I'll just give the comma. Option 2, I will write it is state. Like that, option 3 also you have to give, of course. So option 3 is, I will write, it is a part of HTML. It is a part of HTML. And my option 4 is, option 4, we will write none. None of the option is correct. So as you can check it out here, we have given 4 options. Okay, option 1, 2, 3, 4. O is in uppercase, question ka key is in uppercase. I hope it is visible to you because everything is case sensitive. In the similar way, we will give one comma here, one more key value pair inside an array. See, one more key value pair. Inside this same, we are going to repeat next question and their respective 4 options. You should not write question 1, question 2. No. Just write question. These keys will be similar for all of them. Okay. So now like this 10 different questions we need. So we will not waste our time to type this. What you can do is you can copy this part and paste it to the ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT, in this array, in this format, you add 9 more questions. As of now, I have 1 question and 4 options. In the similar format, add 9 more questions. It will add 9 more questions to you and it will return this to you. If you don't want to use ChatGPT, see, you will be getting the GitHub link of my project where all the data is available like this. Go to the data.js file, copy the complete code, not a code, but the data, and paste it here. Now you can check it out here. See, this is the first question and there are 4 options. Second question and there are 4 options. Third question, there are 4 options and so on. Everywhere for question, what is the key? Question. See here, it's not like question 1, 2, 3. For option 1, what is the key in all the question? Option 1. That's all. So my data is ready. That data we have to import here. Okay. So let's import it. Import what? Data.jsx. Okay. Simply we will import our data.jsx. Okay. Just a minute. Okay. Sorry for the disturbances. I was having some problem with my mic. Okay. So import. What to import? See, what is the array name? Data, right? Have you exported by using default keyword? No. So here we will write import what? This data array. From where? What is the path? In the same folder you have one data.js file, from there you import it. If you write it here, export default const data. Okay, export default, if you write, you no need to write it like that. But as of now, we have just told export this data. Okay, default we can't use. So that's why I have wrapped it into the curly brackets. Okay, understood. Now data, we can use it. So let's use it, guys. Data means what? Data is not a file. Data is your dictionary, your array name. Okay, so that array we have imported here. Okay, so instead of writing the question, can I write it like this? Display the value of zeroth index value of this data. Okay, display zeroth index value of this data. Zeroth index value means this complete key value pair. But I need only question, first question from this array. So here we will write, it's better if I split my screen like this, so that everything will be clearly visible to all. Okay. So this is our data. So here what I have mentioned, data of 0. Data of 0 means this complete array. Okay. From this zeroth index value, what you need? The question, this question. So this is the value of which key? Question key. So just write the key name, question. So zeroth index question. From the data array you will get. Data.0 means this. Dot question means this value you will get inside the H3 tag. In the similar way, first option you need inside this. I need a first option. So what I should write it here? Data of zeroth index value dot. What is the key name? Option 1. So I will write it here, option 1. This is the key name, correct? In the similar way, what we have to replace? See, this I will copy. Inside this li, I will paste it. In the similar li, I'm going to paste it. And here also, we will paste it. So here we will replace it from option 1 to 2, then option 3, and then option 4. That's all. So here actually we are displaying the zeroth index value of data in that question and their respective 4 options. Let's see what will be the output. I will save this code. On front end, can you see we are getting this? If you replace this 0 with 1, you will get the first question from the array. See, I will replace this 0 with 1. 1 everywhere. Like this, like this. Save the code. We'll go here. What is the primary use of Redux? This is the first index question. If I refresh this, can you see what is the primary use of Redux? Next question I got. So like that, all the question it has to display over here. But static value we should not give 0, 1, 2, 3. It should be dynamic. So let's make it dynamic. Okay. So what I will do here, I'm going to use the state variable, of course. So we will write it here. Let the state variable name I'm going to give as index, and the state handler is set index. What is the initial value for this index? I will use the state. What do you think? What is the initial value for this? Of course, 0. 0th index value, correct? So it is 0. So instead of writing 0, 1, this static value, we will write index, our state variable we will use here. So whatever currently present in index, that question it should display on the front end. So in index, what is present? In index, 0 is present. So 0th index ka question and their 4 options, it should display. Yes, it is doing the same. But now what I want, When user will click on next button, then it should display next question. Again, next button, next question. Like that I want. Okay. So a simple on-click event I am going to use here. When user will click on next button, okay, then it should call this set index and it should increment the value of index by +1. Okay. Instead of this, we will call the simple function update index. Like this, we can call the function. Now, where is update index function? Have we implemented it? No. So we have to implement it. So let's implement update index or handle next, whatever you want, guys. So this is our next button. So I'm going to rename the name as some meaningful name. We will give handle next, because user clicked on next button, right? So now this function with the name handle next, we will implement. So inside this const, function name should be handle, handle next. Name should match. Otherwise, your project will collapse. You will not get any output. So I'm going to call set index. So what should I write here? See, when user will click on next button, index should increment by +1, right? Then and then only user can move towards the next question. So I'm going to write simply index +1. So what will happen? User will click on next button. It will call handle next. Handle next is present here. It will increment the value of index by 1. Initially it is 0. So 0 plus 1, 1. So first index questions will be displayed here. Again user will click on next button. Index will become 2. So second index questions will be displayed. Really, let's save the code. I'll go back here. See, I will click on next. I'm getting next question. Next. 10 questions we have. So all the 10 questions it should display. So below this, I want to display which question currently I am present on. Question 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10, it should replace. Means it should change that value. If I click on next, and let's say this is 8 questions. So it should display question 8 out of 10. Okay, the static value I don't want. So I will write it out here. Question, what should I write? The current value of index I will display here. Out of how many questions are present in our array? I will just write data.length. Okay. We will check the length of array. That's all. So here it will display. See, if I refresh question 0 out of 10. Question 0 doesn't make any sense. Question 1, 2, 3. Count should start from 1, right? Correct, right? So here I will write index plus 1. Index plus 1. So initially it will be 0. So now index plus 1 means 1. So it will display question 1 out of 10. See, if I hit next, question 2 out of 10, next question 3 out of 10, next question 4, and so on. But now when I will reach the last index, see, there is a problem. Ninth question, question 9 out of 10. Now next, do we have a question? No. So still if user will click next, it should show quiz finished and it should display your score. But if I hit next, see, we are not getting anything. Actually, we are getting error, guys. If I inspect this, if you go to the console, see, we are getting error. Cannot read the properties of that array because array is out of range. We don't have any question next. So this we don't want. We have to handle this. So let's handle that particular error which we are getting on last page. After last question, it should not show any error to us. Okay. So before we increment this index, we will check one simple condition, guys. If, what is the condition? Whatever is there in index, it should be less than data.length, I will write. If it is less than data.length, then and then only call the set index and increment the index by +1. Like this we will write. So what will happen? In index first 0 will come, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So is 9 less than data.length? Yes. So after that, it will again try to increment. And it will try to make it 10, guys. Are you understanding? See, initially in index, this question is present, means 0 is present. Next in index, 1 will come. Next, 2 will come. Next, 3 will come. Next, 4 will come. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 will come. In index, what will come? 9 will come. So you are checking, is 9 less than data.length? Data.length is 10, right? So condition true. Again, it will try to jump to the next question. Next, we don't have. So what we should write? Data.length minus 1, we should write it out here. If the index dot length is, if the data dot length minus 1, this we have to check. And if the index is less than data dot length minus 1, you keep incrementing it. But if it is not, then it should not increment it. Then what it should do? That also we should tell, right? It should not increment it, then what it should do? So we will give one else part here. If this condition is true, you do this else. Inside this else part, we are going to call one set finish state variable, and we will declare quiz is finished. What I mean is, see, I will declare one variable here, finish, finish. For this state handler is set finish. We will use the use state hook, and the initial value for this will be false. Okay, initial value is false because initially quiz is not finished, right? Sorry, this false is a Boolean value. We should not use the single quote. So now else, see, if the index will become greater than this data dot length, if we should not increment it, means quiz is finished, right? So I am going to call this set finish, and I will give the value of this finish as true, means finish is true now. Quiz is finished, guys. So this finish will become true. Okay, understood. Now outside of this handle, next, before we return this, I'm going to check the value of finish like this. If whatever is there in finish, if it is true, then what to do? Whatever is there in finish, if it is true, means quiz got finished, guys. Then I'm telling you return some other response. What response? Here inside one div container, we will write the class name scores we want to display. So the class name is score page I will give. And inside this score page, inside one h1 tag, we will just display quiz finished like this. So what is the meaning? Look here, everyone. User will click on next. But when in index, when this condition will get fail, then else part will be executed. Else part will set this finish variable as a true. And if finish is true, then what to return? This we have to return. Simple logic. Initially, finish is false. That's why it won't return this. Rather, it will return this complete on the front end. So let's check whether it is working or not. I'll go to the front end. We'll hit next because 10 questions we have. So we have to wait until we reach the last question. 9, now next. Can you check I'm getting quiz finished? Okay, I'm not getting any error over here. So actually, I don't want to display quiz finished. I want to display the score. Okay. So below this quiz finished, I will take one h3 tag over here. And inside this, I will write your score is. So what is the score? We will store that score into the score variable. Your score is, let's say, 5 out of 10, right? So 10 means data dot length. This side, I'm going to close everything so that code will be visible properly. So your score is score out of 10. Data dot length means total questions will be, the count will be displayed over here. But what is this code? This is one of the state variable. Again, we have to display. Let score, comma, set score, set score is a state handler. I will use the use state hook. Initial value of the score will be 0. Okay, that's all. So as of now, what it will display? Your score is 0 out of 10. Let's check. I will save the code. We'll hit next multiple times. 7, 8, 9, 10, next. Can you check your score is 0 out of 10? Why 0? Because we have not checked whether the option is correct or not, and user also has not selected any option, guys. Okay. Okay. So now what I want is, user should able to select the option. How? See, what is Redux? For this, the correct option is option 1. So if user will click on this, it should select this as a correct option. So where to collect the current option selected by the user? That part we will discuss next. But before that, let's give some styling to our quiz app. Styling is missing. Okay. So what I will do inside this SRC, I will create one file with the name style.css. Okay. Now you no need to give the styling from the scratch. Our focus is on the logic. So you will be getting style.css from the link which I have given in the GitHub in the description of this video. Get it from there. So I will paste this style here. We'll save the code. Let me check the output. We'll refresh it. Nothing I am getting because style sheet is here. Have you imported? No, right? So let's import it. So I'm telling import what? The style sheet I want to import. So dot slash style.css I have imported here. We'll save the code. I will go back. See, I'm getting the styles properly. Okay. So this is also not quite a good styling because of class names it is happening. So let's give the proper class name. See, here they have used some class names, right? Quiz is a class name. Okay, then quiz ULLI. Quiz ULLI selected. Inside quiz means the container name should be quiz, not a quiz app. The main container name, give it as a quiz. So now if I check, see like this, the app you are getting, it is not properly responsive. We'll work on that responsiveness. Now you can check if user will select any option, that correct option it should select. Okay. Okay. So let's work on that. As of now, you can check your next button is also working. Correct? It is working well. So now what I want is, let's say if I click on this option, some background color I should get for this. Because as of now, I am not understanding whether I selected the option or not. What I want, when user will click on this, some background color we should get for the selected option. So let's implement this particular feature. Now styling we have imported. So we no need to worry about the styling again. Okay. Means current selected option by the user I want to target. So for that purpose, again we will declare one state variable. Let's say the variable name we will give as current option or only option is also fine. Option. And the state handler is set option. The initial value for this will be, we will give the initial value as empty array. Oh, sorry, empty string like this. Because we don't know initially it is option 1, option 2, what it is. We don't know about it. Okay. So let's say user clicked on this option. So option 1 string value should come inside this. When user will click on option 2, this option 2 string value should come inside this option. That is what I want. Okay. So we will be using on click event here. When user will, or on the next line we can write for better understanding. When user will click on this option, then we will call some update or handle select function. Handle select function, SELECT. Okay. So this handle select function, while calling, I want to pass one argument. When user will click on this li, what data you want to pass to the state variable? Option 1 like this I want to pass. This O I will give in uppercase. Option 1 like this. So whenever you are calling the function and passing the argument directly, you cannot pass like this. You have to wrap it inside one function. So I'm going to wrap it inside one function. Here I will pass it like this. So see, again I will explain. If user will select this option 1, see, on one line also we can write it out. Okay, LI. Okay. So when user will click on this option, what will happen? I guess some mistake I might have did. LI. Okay, this is correct. So when user will click on this option, option 1 argument will be given to the handle select. Okay, where is handle select? here. So let's call the handle select, like how we call the handle next. Here somewhere I am going to implement const handle select. Okay. Now inside this, I'm going to call this set option, set, S-E-T, set option. What is the initial option? What option you want to give here? See, if user will click on this option, what string it should pass? Option 1. So that option 1 we will accept here. Okay, as a parameter, let's say OPT. This is the parameter. So whatever is present in OPT, that value we have to set it to the option variable. So if user will click on this, what value will be present into option variable? The string value option 1 will be present. In the similar way, this on-click event we will implement for rest all the list items. See, one time I have pasted. Next, this is your next list item. Next, this is your last list item. So when user will click on this option, then what value should go and sit in the option variable? Option 2 string value. For option 3, option 3. For option 4, option 4. Are you understanding this logic? See, let's say I clicked on this. So what value will go and sit into the state variable option? Option 1 string value. Okay. So like this, we are targeting the current option selected by the user. Okay. Okay, understood. But why we have did this? Because we want to give certain styling to this list items, guys. Directly, if you write in the li tag, see, here only, I'll just write inside quiz app, or I'll just copy this. You don't do this, you just observe this. Inside quiz app, we have li. The background color, you just give this dark purple. So if I go here, if I refresh this, I guess, or I can just write li. Background color, I need this. Okay. So if I refresh, okay, overlapping is happening, guys, because some other styling also I have given. Let it be, not an issue. We'll discuss. Because here you can check, we already have given some styling. Inside UL, on li, you apply this. Now you are telling something else. So overlapping is happening in short. Okay, let it be, not an issue. So what I want, if user will click on this, then the background color it should apply. Okay. So here we will simply check that condition. The class name for this I'm going to give as selected. Okay. Now if I just save the code, let me check the output. Yeah. We are getting this CSS. Why? Because see, we already have given in the CSS that if the option li is selected, background color, this dark color I need. So directly we cannot write, okay, for li class name is selected. Then what will happen? For option 1, see, everywhere that background color you are getting. No. When user will click on this, then I need this class name. But how you will get to know where user has clicked? See, if I click on this, what value is present into your option state variable? Option 1. If I click on this, sorry, option 2 here. If I click on this, option 1. If I click on this, option 3, option 4. So the value of your option variable will be updated based on your clicks. Correct? So the same thing I'm going to use here, because when user will click on this option 1 string value will be present inside option variable. So here I will check, see, before I will give this class name, the ternary operator we will use here. So we will tell whatever is present into option variable, if it is matching with the string value option 1, if whatever is present in option, if it is matching with option 1, means user has clicked on option 1. And if this condition is true, see, I will use the ternary operator. If this condition is true, class name will be selected. Otherwise, class name will be nothing, empty string. Very simple logic. If you click on this, what is the value of option? Option 2. So class name won't be selected, guys. So the same value we are going to copy the logic. Everywhere we will write. I will hit enter. I will paste that logic here. Instead of option 1, we'll make it option 2. Okay. Here also, we'll hit enter. Instead of option 1, we'll make it option 3. And here also, I will paste it, option 4. So what is the logic of this? We are tracking the current value of option variable. What will be the current value of option variable? Wherever user has clicked, that is the current value of option variable. So if the current value is matching with either option 1, 2, 3, 4, that li will get the class name selected. And if the class name is selected, background color, you will get this. Really, is this logic working or not? Let's check it out. I will go back here. I will select this. See, whatever the current selected option we have, that option is getting this background color. Got it? How we have implemented this? Now I will hit next. I will select this option. I will hit next. Are you seeing some kind of misbehavior of this app? I will select second option, hit next. Previously, if you have selected the second option, still on the next question, you have a second option only. So my dear, when you are clicking on next button, you have to handle that next. See here. This is our handle next, right? So here we are going to call our set option and we will set it to empty. Okay. See, as soon as user will hit on next button, which function is getting called? Handle next. Inside this, I will write call the set option and set the value as empty. Means it, okay, inside else I have written. So here we should not write. This is the opening of if, where is the opening of if, and this is the closing of if. Okay, okay. And inside this if we can write it. In simple way, inside the if we can write it out. Data.length ka opening is present here. After that, we are checking this. Okay, inside this only we will write it. Okay, outside, because if and else both should be together, right? So I will call set option and I will set the value as empty string like this. Now I am going to save the code. See, what is the meaning? When user will hit next, whatever the value is present in option, you reset it. Okay, so I will go here. Now I will hit next. See, nothing is there. I will select first option. Next, it will reset. Whichever the current option user has selected, it is coming inside this. So it will reset when user will click on next button. I hope I am clear with this. Okay. So now next part is we have to calculate the score, guys. Okay, let's say user has selected this next. Last, we have to display the score of the user. As of now, it is displaying your score is 0 out of 10. So how to calculate the score? Very simple it is. What we will do? We will create one array here, which will hold all the correct options. What I mean is, see here, const. My array name is, let's say, correct options. This is my array name. Inside this, all the correct options you should store. How? See here. This is your data.js. What is the correct option for this 0th index value? Option 1. So, the 0th index value of correct option array, option 1, is the correct option of 0th index value of data array. So, for this 0th index value, where to find the correct option? Inside this 0th index only. So, the first index, let's say first index is option 2. So, first index option 2 is corresponding to this question. So 10 correct options we will store inside this correct option array. So let's say for third question, the correct option is option 3, like that. So now, just for the proper testing purpose, what we will do? For all the questions, we will assume that correct option is option 1 only. For first index question, option 1. Second index, option 1. So 10 times I'm going to paste the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Next, 8, 9, 10. So for everyone, the correct option is option 1 only. Like this also you can write actually. Okay. Okay. So 10 times I have displayed the same. I hope the dictionary is completely visible to you. Or you can write it like this. A proper formatting we will give. Okay. Okay. This is the closing of your correct options array. Okay. So now you can see here. This is the correct option for which question? 0, 1, 2, 3. Third question. 0, 1, 2, 3. So here option 1 is the correct option. Like that I have stored here. So now how to calculate the score? Very simple logic we will write it out here. Where the current option is, we are storing whatever user is selecting. For example, let's say user will click on this. This is the correct option. Where we are storing it? Into option variable, right? Correct, right? But that value is dynamic. Let's say I clicked here, clicked here, clicked here. So whatever is present into option variable, when user has hit next, that is the final answer user has selected for the previous question. So the same logic I will write it out here. When user will hit next, this next, whatever is present into the option variable, we have to check it. So before we increment the index and before we jump to the next question, I will check if one condition I will give. So whatever is there in correct option array, which index value? This current index value. If it is matching with whatever is present into option state variable. So directly write the variable name option. Then what it has to do? It has to increment the score by +1. So I will call set score. And what should be the score? The initial value of the score +1. It should increment the value by +1. That's all. So let's check whether it is calculating the score or not. See here. I will refresh this. What we assumed for all the questions, correct option is option 1 only. So option 1, next. Again, I will select option 1, next. Somewhere I will select the wrong options as well. Somewhere I will select correct options. Later you can modify the correct options. Okay. For testing purpose, I have given whatever I need. I will select this next. So what I am getting, see, your score is 5 out of 10. So it is calculating the score. Okay, so what is the logic? Let's go through it one more time. See here. When user will hit next, this function will be called. We are checking is the index is in limit, means it should not go out of the length. Okay, it is in limit only. Next, what value is present in option? See, let's say this is your question. Let me split the screen to explain the logic. Understanding the logic matters a lot, guys. Otherwise, you can type the same code and get the output. We'll make it responsive later, okay? We will fit it into this frame. Let's say I have selected this. What value is present in option variable? I clicked on option 1. So when you click on this option 1 string value, you are passing to handle select. Handle select will update your set option and it will give that value into the option variable. If you select this, what is present in option? Option 2. Sorry, option 1. Sorry, option 2 only, correct. This is option 1, option 2. Here, option 3 string value is present. Option 4 string value is present. Okay. When I'm clicking on hit next, what is the final value present in option? Option 4. So as soon as user will hit next, before you increment the index, first to check correct option, what is present in index? Let's say 0th index value, means option 1. Is this option 1 matching with the value whatever is there in option? In option 4 is present, guys. So option 1, 0th index value, and the current value option 4, are they both matching? No. So a score won't be incremented by +1. But let's say you have selected this option. So what is value present in option? Option 1 is present. So which question it is currently we are on? Zeroth index question, guys. 1 means index is 0. So zeroth index value from correct option is option 1. So is option 1 is equal to which value is present in option variable? Option 1. Are they both matching? Yes. Increment the score by +1. This is the logic. But one more bug we have. See, I will not select any option. I will hit next. See. So when option is empty, user has not selected anything, then also it is allowing to hit next. So it should not allow. So what we have to do? Simple logic. Go to the next button. Here it is. Okay. We are going to use one attribute. Okay. Disabled attribute. So if you write disabled is equal to true. Okay. True is a JS value. Disabled is equal to true. If I write permanently, it will disable your next button. See. So this I don't want. If inside your option nothing is present, if inside your option nothing is present, then it should disable. So I will write not of option. So now if I go here, I have not selected anything. I will hit next. It is not allowing. I will select something. I will hit next. It has allowed. So my dear student, what is the meaning of this? Inside option, if something is present, so here the value is true. So if something is present at that time, why it should disable? So if nothing is present, then it should disable. So opposite value we will give over here. So inside option, if nothing is present, value here is false. Opposite to false, true. So disable will be true when inside option nothing is present. Okay. So now if I go over here, see, if I refresh, I have not selected anything, hit next, not allowing. So can you see, you can select the correct options. Everywhere I will select the correct option. If you want to select some incorrect options, select the incorrect options as well. Okay, if you want it. Otherwise, leave it. 9, 10, next. Last question, next. So I'm getting your score is 9 out of 10, but my all questions were correct. Everywhere I selected option 1 only, right? So why it is not allowing me to, why it is not considering the last score? This is what you have to find it out now. So let's check this. Until here we have written the code. So here we can check that before checking whether it is correct or not, before that only for the last question loop got terminated. See, for last question this condition became false and immediately control jumped here without considering the answer, calculating the answer of that last question. So simply we will move this outside of this index. Okay, here. So first you calculate the score and then check this. So now let's check it out. I will go back to our quiz app. Finally, it is ready now. See, correct options you are able to select. I will select for everyone, it is option 1 only. Okay. Later you can modify it however you want it. 7, 8. So 10 out of 10 I should get it out. So let's check. Yes, I got 10 out of 10. Okay, so this is your quiz app which we have created. So in this, you will be understanding how to use this state variables and how, because of state variable, we are getting the proper output on the front end. Very simple code it is. Kindly go through it and implement. Now we have to update it on our GitHub. Okay, so let's start. I will go here. I will open my GitHub account. Here I have it. I will create one new repository. New. We'll give the repo name as quiz app. Quiz app. Okay. This is our repo name. Next, I will not add any readme file as of now because React will provide you the built-in readme file. Later, we can add it. I'll copy this. So take a new terminal. First, I'll just drag over here. I'll take a new terminal. We'll initialize the Git over here. change the directory to what is our app name? Quiz app, correct? So cd quiz app. Inside this, I will initialize my Git. Okay. Next, we will set Git remote add origin. What is the origin? This is here. It should update. So next, Git add everything to the staging. We'll clear everything. Next, Git commit -m. I will give as initial commit. This is my first commit, correct? Done. So we'll clear this again. I will check the branch. It is master branch, so I have to rename it. So git branch -m. What should be the branch name? Main should be the branch name. Again, if I check git branch, see it is main branch. Now I am ready to push. Git push origin main. So if you have missed the GitHub sessions, in the description I have given the link of GitHub sessions. Learn there how to configure the Git, how to upload the files, and then try to upload it. Okay. So now if I go to my GitHub, if I just refresh it, see my complete code is present over here. Now we will modify this README file. Okay. So I will copy this link and I'll paste it in here. Same app it will open. Okay. So actually I want to go inside one repository which I already have created. Quiz app, quiz practice here. So inside this README file, I have given all the features, what in all we have implemented. See, like this, we have to give inside our README file. So I'll just take it out, all the code as it is. And inside our this README file, I will paste it. Everything is public, guys. If you want to paste the same, you can paste it out. Okay, I will paste it. Okay, so now I will commit the changes. Done. So we'll go to the code. So this is your final quiz app project. Okay, like this. This link you have to give in your resume, guys. Okay, and all the working project it is. This link you will be getting in the description. Okay, you can go through, you can explore this complete code. And if you would have missed the GitHub sessions, that video links also you will be getting in the description. So this is all about our quiz app project, guys. Thank you everyone. In the upcoming video, I am going to come up with the new React project. From basic we have started, this is the basic project, then little bit intermediate project, then advanced we will jump, where we will design the complete front end of one full stack e-commerce application. Okay, so step by step, we will understand everything. So thank you everyone. We'll meet in the next project sessions.